to stream, and
It's good. It's just, you know.
But OBS is also good if you want to do like a game capture computer or something because it'll help. It'll where Streamlabs is better for streams. OBS is good for like I'm gonna record myself doing like I'm gonna do Skyrim for some fucking reason. It'll help you do that for a little bit better, and you can keep your recordings separate, and that way you're not stuck on waiting for Twitch VODs, which can sometimes, for no reason, just.
Alright, we're not gonna go live until AJ gets back. So.
Excuse me a moment.
Wait, what happened to AJ?
Get myself.
He's fixing his mic.
Oh.
I'm being right.
I do want to start streaming on Twitch. I want next time we play Humblewood, I'll make a thing in the YouTube, but I'm gonna switch from live streaming on YouTube to live streaming on Twitch. And I also want to start doing some of my Steam games that I have.
Yes.
If I remember, you can stream from Zoom onto Twitch.
I
if
have
you want to just do that.
Yeah, I have the thing for on YouTube, but I haven't seen one specifically for Twitch, so I don't know.
There is an extension for Twitch because Brandon does that.
Is that okay?
Let me see.
I'll Google that shit.
Yeah.
Ah, college has returned. There are children lightsaber battling in the bridges between the dorms.
Yay!
Hopefully they're wearing masks.
Yeah.
That's my only concern.
Hopefully. Oh no, actually. Should be good.
Yeah, I never figured out how to live stream from Zoom, so I have Streamlabs OBS, so that's fine. Alright, that'll make up the names changed.
Yes. Well, AJ's working on his, but yes.
Okay.
Probably actually just Chaos Beam, but
We are on episode 9.
9999.
99999.
Yes, 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 yes.
No.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
I love that TikTok whenever it comes up.
Yeah.
She's bursting in the bathroom. Tell me why. Every random guy that finds it.
Alright, I just wanted to get another bowl of chicken pot pie and got talked into putting it away. And now I have more.
And you're over here judging Sarah for her Velveeta, yet you got denied chicken pot pie.
Who would deny a
If
chicken?
that
Got
isn't,
more. I said for the rest of it.
well, if that isn't the quack to calling the stiffling slimy.
Say what?
Yeah, what was
Did you not watch Mandalorian?
I did, but just the conviction of what you said, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what? That just yanked me out of my entire mindset of what I was doing. I'm like, wait.
now?
Stop me right. I was like, dang.
Well, I guess I gotta find a new cord for my Yeti.
That's okay. I'm on the wrong. Give me just a moment. I will switch it back to Phandelver soon, but I'm on the wrong fucking scene.
Nice.
And I put the Stream Deck in my wish list, and I'm just like, I don't even know how to program this damn thing.
I'm telling you right now, you just plug it in, download the software, and that's it.
Okay.
It's literally just click thing.
I've seen people hack and just use like a half keyboard as a Stream Deck.
Yeah.
The one that has just the numbers on it. I'm just like, that's the cheaper option, but that also takes the longest to set up.
Yeah, no, the Stream Deck, I'm not kidding, 5 minutes to set up.
So, yeah, if anybody out there wants to get me a Valentine's Day present, Stream Deck is in my wish list. Don't mind that it's $130. I know some of you horny bastards have perceived me in the past year. So I am owed Valentine's Day gifts.
You just woke up and chose violence today, it seems.
Yeah, no, it's going around Twitter that somebody started a post like, if I have made you horny in the past year, you owe me a Valentine's Day gift. I don't make the rules. And I know there's a lot of horny fuckers on TikTok who have perceived me in the past year.
That's fair.
So y'all owe me presents.
We'll get it.
The only people who are exempt are my close friend group, because y'all unfortunately have to perceive me every day.
Even though it drives for
Y'all
parole.
don't get a choice in the perception.
I perceive you as a threat. Is that
I identify as a threat. We will get started up momentarily. I'm just trying to finish up my mac and cheese.
Yeah, good.
Just had mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I actually, okay, so I bought this thing called a boomerang. It's a pot pie, but they have different flavors, and one of them is a pot pie, but instead of a filling like chicken or steak and potatoes, it's just mac and cheese.
Okay,
So-
but the fact that you said boomerang and you have the hairstyle of soccer right now.
That's why I just, my head looked up like,
Boomerang.
Also,
Did you get any beverage called cactus juice?
Um,
It'll
Yeah.
quench ya!
they actually, hold on, it's Cactus Cooler is like a California thing.
Oh my god, so they actually make cactus juice?
It's pretty good too.
Holy shit, and
It is
viewers,
unfortunately
hello
not.
everybody!
it is unfortunately not psychedelic.
I mean, we can make it psychedelic with,
Not unless you
Add
add.
a peyote to it and it'll definitely become psychedelic.
I was gonna say absinthe because it's already green.
Maybe it's
That's true.
a mushroom.
True.
It's a mushroom. Maybe it's friendly.
Is not helping. I'm playing a game that has Iroh,
What? Oh, the voice actor?
the voice actor.
Oh, wow.
Wait, which one? Mako or the other guy?
The replacement.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Ghost of
hello
Tsushima.
viewers! Welcome to Lost Mines of Phandelver. We will be starting in just a few minutes. I've barely eaten all day, so I need to eat my mac and cheese first.
Mac and cheese. Mac and
I heard that disappointed sigh from you, Kitsune.
No, I didn't sigh.
Somebody sighed with disappointment.
No.
I just said mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
I'm the one who told you to go do it. That's why I was like, what are you talking about?
Mm.
No, I don't want pumps. Get out of here. I'm looking at stuff for my fish tank. No, that's not. Get out of here.
I'm gonna go toss this real quick, and then I'll go through the openings and shit. Be right back.
I'm sadly no more on welding TikTok.
What?
I was on welding TikTok earlier, but my algorithm has apparently shifted in the past hour.
No. Welding TikTok is so sick.
It
There's
is.
some cool stuff on there. But yeah, I discover it like once in a while.
What I miss?
Oh, I'm no longer on welding TikTok.
I actually have 3D printer TikTok, if that's a thing.
Yep, there's that.
The person.
I was on keyboard TikTok for a good week.
That's a good
There's a,
spot.
so there's a person who 3D prints groupies,
Nice.
and they're awesome. And you can get some from them.
I saw, I think it was last week when we were doing a break for Phandelver, someone made 1,000 1-inch sized penises with their 3D printer and just kept printing them. Their entire room was starting to fill with orange penises, and they were about an inch in size.
What?
That's all they were doing. They're just like, I have excess stuff, and I just want to get rid of the orange material.
I am the
Only-
Lawrence. I speak for the trees.
All I'm saying, if you walk into
And for
someone's room,
some fucking reason, this guy's making orange peens.
all I'm saying is if you walked into your roommate's room and you saw thousands of orange penises on the floor coming out of the 3D printer, would you say anything or just walk back out?
I'd open an Etsy
Tahirih,
shop.
I speak for the gritty.
I would honestly open an Etsy shop.
I would charge like 25 cents because they're not. If it's not that big.
Cents a peen.
For
Not a bad price.
20 for $1.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine explain to
Now,
explain to your
now,
friends why?
now, if someone's feeling really frisky, $100 for all 1,000.
Could you imagine explaining to your mail carrier why you ordered that many?
Hopefully, it comes in discreet packaging.
Their luck it wouldn't.
Yeah.
If you ordered that
Alright.
many.
Once again, welcome everybody to Lost Mines of Phandelver. I am the Dungeon Master here with my Chaos Gang. Aki Obsession, JMKitsune, Bard of the Midwest by Cecily's, and AJ_Auditor. So, this is our 9th session. Hello, Anna. It's good to see you. This is our 9th session, and luckily we are relatively on time tonight. These guys just finished up basically the 2nd chapter of the story of Phandelver and are about to start their 3rd chapter. They recently turned in the leader of the Red Brand Ruffians, a wizard by the name Glassstaff, or his real name Iarno, who is a former member of the Lord's Alliance. So after turning him in to the authorities in Phandalin, they are on to the next step of their adventure. They have so far 2 known options that they can do. They can take out the possible orc raid that's been happening up near the Tribor Trail, or continue their quest to rescue their employer. I forgot his name. He's a fucking dwarf, though. Gundren. Yeah, Gundren Rockseeker. Who, since the beginning of the campaign, has been missing. And this is just a disclaimer to anybody watching me. I am not a prepared DM. I do everything on the whim. I don't take notes. I don't prepare, because I have ADHD. So, you can imagine how these guys feel when I DM.
We look forward to it every week. Don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, we're pretty chill.
Yeah. No, if this was like a homebrew or whatever, I would definitely take notes and prep better. But it's not. It's just a licensed Wizards of the Coast adventure. We are not sponsored by Wizards of the Coast, just to let y'all know. Nor are we sponsored by White Claw, but it tastes really damn good. Alright, if we guys want to go ahead and get started, we can. Is everybody feeling good?
Oh yeah.
No, Talos, you cannot stabby right away.
But stabby.
You cannot stabs. Those are only for emergencies.
Fine.
Stab emergency.
Alright, so you guys finished up after spending some time at the Long Rest Tavern. No, that's the wrong. No, that Long Rest Tavern is part of TikTok. Stonehill Inn. But do follow the Long Rest Tavern on TikTok. The owner Ellis is amazing. You guys spent your night at the Stonehill Inn, having a nice dinner. You treated a new goblin companion by the name of Droop to a really nice dinner after he helped you guys get out of the Red Brand hideout, as well as help the Carpenter's family. He is now staying with them and helping them clean up house and hopefully get back to their business. You had promised the Carpenter's family that you would bury his remains in the cemetery and notify them so that they can do their own little private ceremony. And yeah, so you guys did take a long rest at the end of last session. So you guys wake up in the morning and it's a brand new day, and the day is yours. The only immediate task you have for the day is burying Fendar's body. That was his name. I think it was Fendar.
Yeah.
Let me check to make sure.
Me
Yeah,
too.
Phaledindrar.
Well,
Yeah, Phaledindrar. Tahirih has his body in her bag of holding. Alright, so it's the beginning of the morning. You guys all wake from your long rest or your long recharge.
mm-hmm.
Hey, boop. I can't play it. The Windows starts.
So Anodyne shaves before putting on his gear and then coming down to breakfast, as usual. Unlike Brian and the guy in the picture behind me, Anodyne is clean-shaven.
Tahirih actually is going to do something. She's going to wake up super, super early in the morning and go knock on Ren's door.
Alright. Ren, as you are slowly awake, you're still kind of half asleep when you hear a light on your door.
I don't know if you opened it yet. Did you open it? Ren? I'm knocking on Ren.
Oh, I thought you said Ace's door. Ren, yes, he opens the door.
Hey.
Hi. You're up early. Okay, it's early for me. What's up?
Had a question.
I may have an answer.
She's gonna push past you and go inside your room.
Slowly gonna follow her with gaze and be like, okay, come on in.
And just sit down on the bed.
What's up?
Friends, right?
Yes.
Are we all friends?
I'd say we're working on it. Some more than others.
Mm-hmm.
I know Roberto's the most friendly of the group.
And Roberto is by your side, Tahirih.
Yeah, she gives him scritches.
And just remember, you will have to do an animal handling check, but you can do it after this roleplay.
Okay. I was just wondering, because A said that we're just thrown together, and that we're not friends at all.
I think Ace's helmet's usually too tight. Cuts off air to the brain.
And then we have these people who want us to be their friends now.
You mean the guild?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say friends with that one. I think they want more employees. Friends maybe later, but they're looking for employees first, I think.
Okay.
Because we did a thing and they liked it. I think they like our skill more than us personally right now.
So, how do we make Ace be our friend?
I mean, we could do a cognitive reset, but that doesn't always work. I don't advise a cognitive reset of Ace.
So, don't hit him over and over?
Not until he absolutely deserves it. Don't do it, but keep it as a pin. He'll come around. If he doesn't, well, I don't know. Talos will smack him around. Granted, I may just want to hear the clang of metal on metal like that. Also, friends show friendship in different ways. Some people are more outward, some people are more quiet about their friendship.
He said we weren't friends. He said we were just stuck together to do a job.
He did, but if he likes to admit it or not, he goes out of his way to protect you. There's got to be something.
Which makes him a friend. I thought.
The start of one. Ace is complicated. Like an onion. Too many layers.
I mean, guilt is useless.
Depending on the person. Sometimes guilt is the right motivator.
No, guilt is useless. It doesn't help anyone.
Are you guilty of something?
Useless.
Useless or not, it doesn't deny the fact that you might be.
No.
Okay.
Okay. I'm getting breakfast.
You sure everything's good, though?
Always.
Okay. Do we need to supervise you, or are you going to be good with breakfast?
Why do I need supervision?
Because it's early and Ace is still asleep.
What do you mean?
If I remember right, you tried to get into his room how many times till now?
No. No. I wanted to bring him breakfast.
Are you going to try today, or are you going to let him be for this one?
No one should be alone.
I agree. That's why I'm potentially reminding you that he locks a door, sure, but he may not lock his window.
So, bring the breakfast through the window?
I mean, you do have a rope, I could lower you down.
I'm gonna go get a couple plates of breakfast.
I'll meet you downstairs when I'm dressed.
Yuri goes downstairs to get a couple plates of breakfast.
Alright, in the meantime, Tahirih, I do need you to roll me another animal handling check. You currently have 3 successes.
Huh?
You currently have 3 successes, if I remember.
4.
4 successes. You need 1 more for Roberto to become your animal companion.
Yeah. The first one was a natural 20. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Please be kind.
Rewind.
Fantasy blockbusters?
14.
I can't remember what the DC was. I think it was a 15, but I'm gonna do a roll. Because I want to be nice tonight. Yep. I'll count that as a success. Roberto is now your animal companion.
Yay!
And he takes his own initiative.
I will keep that in mind, and I will mark that in my book once I find my pen.
Mm-hmm.
Also, DM, I sent you a message.
Okay.
Secret message. Secret message. Through the ether.
Kiss the
Alright,
danger.
good to know, Ace.
Ace says,
So, Ren, you are now getting up and getting dressed for the day.
Yep.
And you're planning to meet Tahirih once she gathers breakfast up. Tahiri's heading downstairs to get plates of breakfast and is planning to kind of James Bond her way through Ace's window with breakfast. Anodyne and Talos, what are you guys up to this morning?
go ahead, tell us. I'm still shaving, probably, at this point.
Alright.
Talos is getting his morning prayers.
Mm-hmm.
He is actually um, sharpening and maintaining his shovel so that he can dig the good hole for the grave. Um, since he doesn't need breakfast, he will actually head out early to the smith to pay for time to use the use the smithy's sort of little area to forge his faceplate.
Okay. There's not a lot of info on the smithy in this, but I'll say they allow you to utilize their forge and their tools for 5 silver an hour.
That is reasonable.
All right. So depending on how long you stay there, price will increase.
Probably a couple of hours.
So
We'll say 3 to give like 2 to actually smelt, forge, and shape it, and then the last hour to use for detailing.
all right, and since the smithy will be there to oversee and stuff, I'm not going to make you roll any rolls, so you're not going to damage any material, and your ending price for using his services and the tools is 15 silver.
I give him a gold piece.
All right. You still owe 5 silver because 10 silver equals 1 gold.
Yeah. And 5 gold.
All right. So mark off a gold and 5 silver from your character sheet.
Yes. And
That's how you're spending your morning. Anodyne, you say you're just shaving?
Yep.
The end result looks something like this.
Gotcha.
Down and eat breakfast.
Mm-hmm. So I'd
Right.
say Ren and Anodyne, you guys finish getting ready around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And you start making your way downstairs. Ace has still not left his room. As far as you guys know. Ace, was there anything you wanted to do this morning, like before anyone else got up?
No, just
You're just kind of sleeping in today?
yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, Ren, Anodyne, and Tahirih, the 3 of you guys meet downstairs. Talos does say good morning to you all, before letting you all know he's heading out to spend some time at the smithy for a bit to work on his mask, and he will meet you all at the cemetery.
Sounds like a plan.
So you guys have roughly 3 hours of your day to do whatever you want around town until it is time to bury Fell's body. So the 3 of you guys are down in the general area of the Stonehill Inn. I'm trying to remember. I keep forgetting everybody's names in this.
There are quite a few.
Trelina, Tolbin's wife, she does have breakfast ready. And since you guys have free room and board for the rest of your stay here, it is on the house.
Ren's gonna take his breakfast, but try sleight of handing like 10 silver into her pocket because like he's not comfortable just taking free meals.
Alright, roll me a sleight of hand.
2 17.
I just spelled a whole bunch of dice on the ground.
The highest one is the result.
Lowest one is the result.
Shh.
Find the mean.
Hold on. Ah! I hate bending over in a dress.
Me too.
Especially when this one has steel boning in it. Yes, y'all heard me correctly.
It's prepared for the skeleton war.
Oh, surprisingly, I guess I only dropped 4 dice.
That's not bad.
Yeah. It definitely felt like more dice that I dropped. Okay. I'm just gonna dump all my dice out to be safe. Vax fell over. Oh shit. let's see. You rolled a 17?
C.
Yeah, she doesn't notice as you slip 10 silver to her.
Excellent.
All right. You guys are free to do as you wish.
Ren's just
What do
gonna look over at Tahirih and ask whenever she's ready, let him know.
I have my. I'm actually gonna like bundle up the 2 plates of food, so I can easily carry them and just go. I'm ready.
Sweetness. Yes, Anodyne?
Where are you guys going? I was gonna eat over here if you'd like to join me.
We may. We're going to attempt.
Wait. Do I want to hear this?
It's nothing
No.
illegal.
What did you hear you say?
Tyr just said no.
I'm gonna trust her, and trust you, and see you guys in a bit.
We should be back momentarily, if things go the way they normally do.
Extra marmalade today, please. Thank you.
Unless I fall out a window and die.
What?
Nothing.
Also, Dungeon Katie says hi.
Piper.
Hi, Papa.
Piper, you can't hear us because you don't have headphones, but we love you.
We should get Piper a set of headphones.
So happy.
Just don't lick your butthole on stream, Piper.
Do it.
Oh, but we can.
I'm gonna follow Tahirih as she leads.
Okay.
Is there
You
a
guys-
floor above that we can go out the window and hang down?
No, this is a 2-story building.
Okay.
But I'd say the way you guys' rooms are lined up, Ren's room is right next to Ace's.
Okay.
If you wanted to like climb out another person's window and kind of scoot your way across the ledging, because the way the building is, while it is 2 levels, it has that wood trim, kind of, that is like you see like in the middle of the building.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That has like half a foot and stuff. So if you are dexterous enough, you could kind of scoot your way along and get to the next window. It's kind of like what those German buildings look like.
Gonna
Gotcha.
it's gonna go awesome.
I'm sure we'll be
yeah.
fine.
Harry is going to take out some of her hempen rope that she's got
Okay.
and tie it around her waist
Okay.
and give Ren to
Have-
lead along to not let it go too loose.
Nope, I'm gonna secure one end to the headboard of the bed, just so it has a solid anchor, while holding it in the rest of it.
And
You
she's
can
going
easily do that.
and she's going to go out the window and along the ledge, hopefully so that she's facing the window.
All right. Kiri, make me an acrobatics check.
I am so scared.
I have a DC in mind.
18.
18. Yep. You easily pass it. You're able to hold the breakfast plate carefully in your hands as you gingerly scooch your way across that wood ledging.
I've got my bundles.
Yep, you got your bundles.
Okay.
And you make it to Ace's window.
I'm assuming, are the blinds closed?
Are the blinds closed, Ace?
Yep.
They are.
Okay. She is going to knock on the window.
You get no response.
I open the window.
The window is unlocked.
Awesome. I open the window and I go in. I brought you breakfast.
All right. Just for my amusement, make me a dex check.
Yeah.
Just because you are holding 2 bundles of food.
Straight dex,
Yes.
14.
I'll say you barely pass it. Takes you a moment to try to wiggle the window open while keeping your balance, but you are able to open up the window.
Okay.
And you burst your way in. Ace, what is your reaction?
No one's in there.
There is no one in the room.
I look under the bed. And when I see no one, I look in the closet.
There's no one in the room.
I would like to investigate to see if his stuff is here.
Roll me an investigation check.
14. I've been rolling a lot of 14s.
1 second. Conversing real quick.
Yep, you're good.
All right. You investigate around the room. Closet's empty. Under the bed is empty. All you see is a single locked chest at the foot of his bed.
How big is this?
It's a decent sized chest. Each chest is in the rooms and stuff, and comes with a set of keys. So it's kind of like a lockbox of sorts.
He just presses her ear to it at first.
There's no sound.
Knock, knock.
No response.
Tries to open it, sees that it's locked, and pulls out her lockpicks.
All right. Roll me a sleight of hand. See if you can pick the lock.
Oh,
12?
Yep.
Alright. You are able to pick the lock easily. You open up, and you see that the armor and the helm that Ace wears was locked inside. Roll me a general intelligence check, Tahirih.
go in. So I go to drop it into the tower, and it rolls along the outer ledge and out. I'm like, okay. Oh, ooh. 30-20.
You deduce with your detective-like senses that if his armor and helmet is up here, but he is not in here, he must be downstairs in the main sitting area of the inn. But because I don't know what he looks like, I never noticed.
I put on his helmet.
Okay.
And I walk next door to Ren's room.
Alright. Ren, you've been waiting in your room. You heard her clamoring about in the other room.
Yep.
But you surprisingly didn't hear any other voices, so you got a little bit concerned. And then suddenly she walks into the room wearing Ace's helmet.
Hello.
First of all, glad to see you got in. Second, is that what I think it is?
Look what I found.
That's what I think it is, isn't it?
Yep.
If that's on you, I'm assuming he's not in there unless you took it off of him.
No, he's downstairs. He's gotta be downstairs.
You think he might be downstairs, because you doubt he would leave the inn without all of his armor.
I recollect my rope, put it in my bag, and go downstairs in the helmet.
This is going to go one of two ways, and I hope to God it's either one of them. I'm gonna follow quickly behind her because I don't want to miss what happens next.
All right.
And I still have the plate.
All right. Cutting back to downstairs. Ace, you have been peacefully eating your breakfast. Nobody in your party has recognized you since you don't have your armor or your helmet on. And you're enjoying this peace and quiet. You occasionally glance to Anodyne, who is sitting at the breakfast bar chatting up with Trelina about what's been going on around the town and what their plans are going to be. When you see Tahirih walking downstairs with your helmet on and run behind her, what would you like to do?
I also sent you another message while you were trying to tell me this.
Sorry, I have the notifications muted.
No, that's fine. That is fine.
Alright. Alright, so you have that on you. Is your face covered or not?
No.
Alright. So you have you were dressed in armor that your friends would not recognize. Or you're dressed in a way your friends would not recognize you.
He is dressed in just casual clothing.
Mm-hmm. You're dressed very casually. But how would you like to respond? Or do you respond at all to seeing Tahirih wearing your signature helmet?
Calm and collected. Just for some reason, Ace would have a feeling that eventually Tahirih would end up trying something like this.
Mm-hmm. So you were planning in advance for this?
Yes.
You're just like, at some point this is gonna happen, so I need a backup plan.
Yep.
Plant my armor as a decoy, and since none of them know what I look like, I can safely sit downstairs and nobody would question
And
me.
just have a change of armor in case something does happen.
Yeah. So you do have that sack of armor with you.
Yep.
Like, just in case shit happens, you can don it very quickly. And if you need to use like a new persona around them, you have one in the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
And the way your helmet kind of muffled your voice, so they never heard your true voice either. So like you've had this planned from the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
And so you're just sitting there, watching them. Rin and Tahirih, you guys make your way downstairs. Tahirih is still wearing the helmet. You guys still see Anodyne at the bar, but because you don't know what Ace looks like, you have no idea where he is.
Can I just, I don't know if it's perception or insight, see, like, study people who are not, like, I haven't seen here before, and see if they could possibly be?
I'd say roll me a perception check. Because there have been quite a few regulars in town, in the tavern every day. But every now and then there is one out-of-towner who passes through.
Perception?
Yeah.
19. I like this dice.
Jesus.
That helmet's giving
Natural
Tahirih
17 and it's +2.
Ace, roll me a deception check, since you have purposely changed your appearance to blend in. You have to beat a 19.
Apparently that helmet gives Tahirih super sight.
Somehow he
Well, it wouldn't.
medieval fantasy
I don't think-
rangefinder.
I don't think it would work anyway. I have 0 in my charisma.
Well, I'd say roll it with advantage because you had planned this in advance.
With advantage? Alright.
Yeah, because this was a worst case scenario. If she broke into your room, you had this planned out. You still have to beat a 19.
Yep, no. Like I said, I have 0 modifiers in my charisma. It won't help.
Alright. Tahirih, you glance around, you see the usual customers, and you notice... I'm trying to remember Ace. What is your race again? You're human?
Human.
Yeah. You see a human male that you have never seen in the tavern before. He's dressed in common traveler's clothes. He's got a sack beside him. He's just eating breakfast.
She's going to go and sit next to him at the table.
All right. Ren, do you follow?
I'm going to watch from like a bit away just to see what she does, because I'm obviously not sure why she's sitting next to this person.
Yeah, because you have no idea who this person is.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like.
All you know, Rin, it's just another traveler.
So yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna go follow immediately, but I'm be like, okay, if she annoys this random person, I need to be close enough to pull her away.
Just give AJ a moment.
Yeah, I figured.
He's like, I have to drink to this. Alright, Tahirih, what do you do?
I just sit down and I put down the plates and I unwrap them and I start eating.
Hey, Ren. What's going on?
So, not to alarm you, but look at what Tahiri's wearing.
At this point, I'm sure she's taken it off and put it down next to her because she started eating.
Isn't that her disguise hat thing?
No, that's Ace's helmet.
Oh.
And just to let you know, Tahirih, even with your 19, you know that the person you're sitting with is brand new, but you cannot confirm or deny that it is Ace.
Okay.
You would have had to roll a natural 20 to know.
Gotcha. In that case, she's eating and, like, doing the look at him the whole time.
Why is she sitting with a stranger?
I don't know yet. But Ace,
right,
Ace is somewhere around without his armor.
Yeah. He wants to show his face. He wants to show his face. I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry. It was nice talking with you. Ren, I'll see you in a little bit.
Yep.
That first part was to the bard mistress.
And Trilena smiles and nods to you, Anodyne. I'll be here all day.
All right.
Well, hello, stranger. You're new in town?
A lot of people are new around here.
I've noticed.
Also, heads up, Tahirih, you do not recognize the voice.
Mm-hmm. Staying here long?
Just staying here for the day.
Insight, motherfucking Jack!
Only an insight, and Ace, if you want to, roll me deception. Deception or persuasion, whichever you think is fit.
17.
And Anodyne, I didn't ask you.
No, I'm reading it. It's popping up.
Yeah, it just popped up on my screen too, for D&D
Wait.
Beyond.
Oh shit, you guys are in the...
Yeah.
I was like,
I forgot that was added as a feature.
I know what he rolled.
I'm gonna keep up with that now.
I looked. I got a ding, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it popped up. Ace
Wait,
rolled up.
what?
When you roll on
Wait,
D&D
where?
Beyond, we see what your roll is.
Gonna
Yeah.
pull up that campaign now.
Insight, I rolled a 14.
Yeah, his deception check, beats that. Or... Ace, why did you roll a perception check as well?
What are you guys seeing? Because it's
What?
showing me something totally different.
Oh, I'm just on my character sheet, and it popped up in the corner when he rolled.
Alright,
When it popped up for me, it said 13. I don't know why.
If you want, I'll.
that is from
Okay.
6 minutes ago.
I don't know. It's just not refreshing, I'm assuming.
Alright.
I wasn't
I
when you
believe
roll
you,
deception.
don't
I
get
don't
me
know where that come from.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do believe you. I'm just like, oh, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's not refreshing.
I have it popped up on my screen now. Right, so yeah.
Oh, the call. Oh.
17 beats a 14, so you're not able to insight him. As far as you know, he's being truthful.
He just gets bulky, just stays at the table and eats.
Mm-hmm.
Question: how's Roberto responding to this random person?
Oh yeah, because he's got advantage on perception by smell.
Roll a perception check for Roberto then.
Can I sit here and like, wait a minute, Roberto should be right next to
He needs
Tahirih.
to beat a 17.
I rolled really shitty for Roberto.
Alright, even with advantage?
Yeah.
Alright. So, Roberto is very used to the that metallic scent that comes off of Ace's armor.
Mm-hmm.
That mix of metal and leather that's just natural for him to smell around Ace. And because Ace is not wearing that armor, he does not sense him.
Okay.
Like when he tries to sniff for Ace, all he smells is the helmet, which you have currently.
Gotcha.
He just keeps sniffing the helmet on the table.
Yeah.
At this point, Ren's gonna go over and like ask Tahirih what she's doing.
Eating my food.
I don't mean to be presumptuous, but making a new friend while you're at it.
Apparently.
Ren looks at him. Take it. Is she bothering you at all, sir?
I'm a little confused, but I don't mind the company.
Hmm.
I'm Tahirih.
Alright, before I forget, the man you guys see before you, he has shaggy, silver, almost white hair. He's got pale hazel eyes, and he's got like black markings on his face, like 2 cheetah lines almost with black dots. And he is wearing common traveling clothes, and he has a sack next to him.
Hmm. Where'd you come in from, sir?
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up a map.
Yeah, take your time.
Well, because that sounds a little travel light.
Quick cut to the smithy. Talos
Yeah.
is singing "Hi ho, hi ho." He's
I am a dwarf.
more fan of digging a hole, diggy hole.
Meanwhile, the entire party. Wait, digging? I thought he was smithing. Oh crap!
Yeah.
Oh crap! His programming's got screwed up again.
He's just singing what he
I don't have a
remembers.
sniffing song.
Smithing
Yeah.
file not found.
Yeah, diggy hole is the only music file that's currently stored in your memory bank, so that's all you're singing. The smithy is looking at you very weird because he is not a dwarf, and you guys are not digging holes.
I'm just-
I'm a dwarf. No one is digging a hole. I'm making a mask out of melted down swords. It's a very strange day at the smithy.
I'm just picturing Android 16 from a bridge when he's just hearing the bird is the word.
Where's the word?
in his head.
Yeah, and the other one is kill Son Goku. Kill Son Goku. Well, there's the word.
Oh god.
Just travel from Neverwinter.
I only ask because you seem to be traveling light. Didn't know if you had already gotten a room or something.
No, just stopping by to grab a bite, and then I'll be on my way.
That's fun. How is Neverwinter?
Neverwinter.
Makes sense. Sits down next to Tahirih. Hey, Tahirih, you want to pass me that helmet real quick?
Oh yeah. Slides. Roberto's nose follows.
Ren's just gonna pick it up and like play with it while those two eat.
Since Tahiri now thinks that this is not Ace, she's going to study everyone else in the tavern to see if she can find him.
Roll me a perception check.
I wish I was kidding.
What? Natural 1. No, everyone looks the same. Same faces that you've seen every day. Nothing looks new. Except for this one guy. And almost for a split second, he starts to look like one of those familiar faces that you have seen every day in this tavern. You're not sure if this guy is new or not. You begin to wonder if your eyeballs have been deceiving you.
I'll have to pray on that later.
On what later?
What?
What are you gonna pray about?
Strange magics that are affecting my eyes.
Your friend okay?
Yeah, we're looking for one of our other friends. This is his helmet. A bit gaudy if you ask me, but yeah, teach their own. They normally are never seen without it, and they're not in their rooms, so we're actually a little concerned. Out of curiosity, Tahirih, was his room like ransacked at all, or was
No, very neat.
Okay, so there wasn't a sign of struggle, so no one took him. If they did, they took him while he was asleep and made no noise. Though to get the drop on Ace would mean that they had to be good. Granted, Ace could be a heavy sleeper and just be that out of it. Ooh.
Y'all are roasting him without realizing he's in front of you. I'm loving it.
Anodyne still over at another table, just didn't want to eat with me. It's fine. I'm just gonna do my breakfast by myself.
Anodyne's just like, I'm Michael in the bathroom. Michael in the bathroom at a party. That's actually a really sad song.
It really is.
I actually have
I hope-
the intro song.
Yeah.
Little town, quiet.
Quiet village.
Then running through my head,
Yeah.
and I'll take the food and I'll be like, oh,
You look at Red, you look at Tahirih, and you're just like, there goes the crackhead that I see each morning.
oh. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's good?
Such a good version.
Which I was pointing out to Paige earlier, that after my round of making TikToks, I was like, fuck, I look like Belle.
There must be more to this provincial life.
Well, I hope you find your friend.
Sam. It'd be a real shame if anything happened to him. Though, if anything happens to him, we get this cool helmet. Could totally melt it down into something.
Can't melt this helmet.
What, you don't think the fire will be able to cook it? Or are you saying we can't because he'd be upset?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, got a point. You think Talos could wear it?
Would Talos even notice?
Put it in your bag of holding. We'll pencil that in for later.
This is important, though. This is important. Can Talos feel stuff?
Can robots feel?
If we drew on the back of his head, would he know?
Tahirih, you have asked the most important question of the day, and I feel we need to find Talos now to find out.
Where can we get a marker?
I was thinking more just like charcoal.
Paint.
That should be easy to get. Are you good breakfast-wise? We can go get some paint in town and find him.
Okay.
Okay. Once you're ready, we're going to go find Talos and create some art for science. And Roberto can help as a distraction.
Hmm.
See, the one good thing about Ace not being here is he would try to stop us right here.
That's true. Should we paint his helmet?
Do you have an idea for it?
I mean, it could use some flowers.
So we're going to need a lot of paint. Got it.
Suffer. If I have to suffer, so do you.
Anodyne, question for you. Leaning back in the chair. How are... You're a nature cleric, right?
Yes. I am.
How much do you like art?
Well, I'm a noble, so I love art.
Would you like to help Tahirih and I with an art project?
I have so many questions.
None of it is illegal.
What is the medium?
Pulls out the helmet.
Isn't that Ace's helmet?
Do you see Ace attached to it? Possession is 9/10 of the law, I hear.
Is that true?
I mean,
Indeed. I feel like it's 10/10 of the law. Can I make an insight check to like put together the pieces here, or like whatever check you would like me to do?
Huh?
Because they're trying to figure out where Ace is, and they're sitting at this table with this guy, and they have his helmet.
I'd say roll a general insight check. Let's let you know now, because you have even less details than you, it would take a natural 20.
Oh, well, 21, but not natural.
Right, 21's relatively close. You have an inkling that it might be Ace, but you cannot confirm it.
Why don't you bring that back to his room? You might need...
Tahirih, as your Tahirih is just holding the bag open.
Don't you
drops it in.
Don't you put it in that bag. You do it.
Ren has let go of the helmet and has plopped inside the bag.
Take that out of the bag.
Why?
Ace
Why?
is gonna get mad.
It needs paint.
He would have to know we did something for him to get mad.
I'm fixing it.
Of all the people in this town, who is the most likely person that he's going to go to?
Children.
Yes. Children.
Sir, I am 20-something, and because I'm half-elf does not make me any less mature for my age.
I think that actually is the opposite. But I'm just gonna finish eating my breakfast. You guys do whatever you want.
Well,
I'm not happy with that.
well, when you are done, meet us at the place for the thing of the disposing of the person who we need to bury.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to the farm first.
Coolio. Also, nice meeting you, sir. We apologize for any inconvenience my friend has done.
None at all.
Have a lovely trip, and hopefully you travel well.
What's your name?
I'm sorry?
What's your name?
Lee.
From the tea shop? Yes, Tahirih.
She just goes, "Nice to meet you, Lee."
Do you have God in your heart?
I knew that was coming.
Why?
It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when.
A great session. We haven't even left the tavern. That's gonna kill us.
For the record, she made this alignment knowing what would happen.
Meanwhile, a dragon flies overhead and is heading for that.
I can't throw dragons into this campaign, at least not yet.
Doesn't mean she doesn't want to.
I'm not confirming or denying that there's dragons in this campaign, just not in this chapter.
That's fair. Alright, Tahirih. We gotta let lead be. We do have art to do, and art waits for no man. And science waits for no halfling.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Aw.
Also, I feel
Well.
Roberto needs an exercise.
Yeah, Roberto has just been eating the food off the second plate that has not been touched.
Sounds about right.
'Twas nice meeting you, Lee. Come, Tahirih, for science.
And we head off.
Ace, you sit there with the knowledge that Tahiri has your helmet. So if you wanted to don your original armor, your face would still be uncovered. Unless you get a new helmet.
Since the armor, well, I don't know if this is how you're doing it, but would a full armor set would include a helmet?
Generally, no. I don't think full, unless it was like full plate armor, usually.
Because the armor that I got as a gift was a mithril plate.
Since it's plate, it would come with a helm. But your beginner armor, if it's just regular beginner armor, would not come with a helm. Usually only plate armor comes with helms.
Okay.
I mean, I'm saying you can wear your mithril plate and not have any AC deductions without the helmet. It's just you don't have the full set.
Right.
And unfortunately, they don't sell mithril helms in this town. You could always stop by the armor in town and see what helmets they have that could match best with your beginner armor, but you would not find anything that matches mithril plate.
Well, just I know that I had a helmet before we got our gifts.
No, the only helmet that you had was that mithril plate that you originally had. Your beginner armor does not come with a helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, we would go find something similar.
Mm-hmm.
And then meet up with the crew.
Right. The name of the shopkeep for Lion Shield. Yeah, Lenine at the Lion Shield Coster is the one who sells helms and armor, weapons, all of that. I just need to look up the general price of a helm. You want one that best matches your plate or your beginner armor? Because they have not seen what your beginner armor looks like because it's been in that sack.
Um. Because how I imagined the beginning set that way he would have had like sort of a basic iron helmet
All right.
just with his chainmail.
Okay. So you're wanting a helmet that's just gonna match the chainmail?
Yeah.
Okay. Lenine does have a basic iron helmet. That costs 15 gold pieces.
15?
Yes.
And I will give her 2 more to say that she's never seen my face.
She just grabs the 2 gold that you slide to her. She's like, no questions asked. I never saw your face.
So it would have been total 17?
Yeah, 17 gold.
Alrighty.
Alright. Anodyne, are you just hanging out at the tavern until it's time to bury a body? You're muted.
There we go. I was going to go talk to the farm about just making a small investment so that they can produce more food or like hire more people, and just make sure that everyone in this area is fed.
I, honest to God, don't even know if there's any info in this farm or not.
If you don't want, we don't have to roleplay it.
Let me just check. Show a farm. Oh yeah, it's the Alderleaf farm. So Kelline, Alderleaf is a halfling who owns the Alderleaf farm. And you meet him and his son Carp, at their farmstead.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. How can I help you today?
Well, I think I would like to.
Oh, it's a woman. Yeah. Kelline is a woman. I just read through it. I thought it was a man. Yeah,
Okay.
you meet this little halfling lady. How can I help you today? Actually, she's very young for a halfling, but I'm just giving her that voice.
Okay. I'm here to learn more about your farm and what you produce, what your yield is. I'm from the city, but I'm doing outreach.
What sort of outreach, lad?
Well, my family has resources, so I just wanted to see if we could make an investment or an arrangement.
Not many folk like you are as kind.
Yeah, well, there has to be some good in the world, otherwise it's not worth living in.
That is very true.
So I noticed that there's not a lot of people that are struggling for food here, but I just wanted to make sure that you have enough to feed the locals, and then maybe create a little bit more so you can make a profit, and in turn continue growing your beautiful farm.
We don't concern ourselves too much with profit around here. We kind of keep to our own. But if you wish to invest, I suppose you can do so.
Sure. And he will pass over 100 gold.
Ooh. She kind of eyes you a little suspiciously as you hand her the satchel of 100 gold, where she just slowly puts it in one of her little pockets in her apron.
Sorry. Does she fall over?
No, she doesn't.
Yes, I think it's very important to support the farm folk, and in exchange, if you wouldn't mind shipping I assume you have fresh butter and
When I could get Carp to work the churn. That boy's always running off on his little adventures in the woods.
funny you should mention that. There's a new face in the village.
There's been plenty of new faces since your group has come into town.
Yes. But this one's going to be staying here a while. It's a short fellow. He happens to be a goblin, but he's very friendly and very.
Not one of those cragmaws, is he?
I think he is a reformed goblin. But also, what do you know about the Cragmaw?
I don't know much about Cragmaw, but my old friend Radoth does, or did. There's not an inch of land that he doesn't know. I haven't seen him in some time. Recently set out to find the ruins of a town called Thunder Tree.
Thunder Tree, you say?
Yeah, and if you remember, the carpenter's wife told you that since she didn't have anything on her to pay you guys at the time, that you guys could find a sort of like keepsake box at Thunder Tree that had some old jewelry of hers in it that you could take as payment. So you do recall the name.
Okay. Interesting. Yes, I believe we have business there in the next few days. Thank you for the information.
Yeah, if you need to know the way, it's just about 50 miles north of Phandelver. Just about west of the Neverwinter Wood. Careful going into the woods itself, though. Many strange creatures in there.
I love a challenge. But yes, if you don't mind, I'll give the name of a contact that I definitely have in Waterdeep. And if you would like to just occasionally deliver some rustic goods, butter, milk, cream, if you have baked goods, if you have like rare vegetables, whatever you're willing to sell, they'll be willing to pay you well for it. And,
I'll keep that in mind, Sonny.
And don't think twice about not hiring that goblin, because he's a hard worker, and I fear he's gonna get stuck being in that family house, the blacksmith's family.
The Dendros, they're good folk.
Yes.
As long as he doesn't cause trouble around town, I'll look into it.
Yes. By the way, if there is trouble in town, you just let us know. You send word, and we'll sort things out.
I've heard how you've all been doing quite a lot of good around this town, especially capturing that horrible wizard that's been running those ruffians.
Yes. Magic should not be used in that sort of fashion.
I never understood magic myself, but you are quite right.
I'm still new to it myself, but I try to use it to help others, not to hurt them. In any case, your farm is lovely. Do you happen to have an apiary here?
Sorry, what?
Bees.
No, never really got into beekeeping. Little Carp, he would mess around with the hives too much and start a ruckus with the bees, so...
Carp is right there, right?
No, Carp is, Carp is there. He's just kind of looking a little sheepishly as his mother speaks about him messing with the beehives.
Anodyne is gonna look down and be like, I was the same way, kiddo. I was the same way. He'll smile and like wink at the kid. All right, well, if you ever want to talk expansions or, growing exotic fruits and vegetables, I know a fair few. So
We'll keep that in mind.
very good. It was a pleasure meeting you, and he'll
Pleasure meeting you too. And she
and
shakes you with her little dainty but calloused up hand.
Anodyne's hands are like my hands, which are like smooth and like baby soft.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not wearing his gloves right now, but he usually wears gloves when he's off adventuring.
Mm-hmm.
Take care now. We'll,
Goodbye.
we'll be in touch. And I'll head back to town.
Alrighty. We know where Talos is, and Ace has done his shopping. I would assume Ace has headed back to the tavern and made sure Ren and Tahirih not back yet before heading up to his room to change into his temporary set of armor.
Yep.
And you make sure that your room is rightfully locked in all places before you leave.
Yeah.
Windows, doors, everything.
Yep.
Not my fault you didn't think of the window.
We can cut to Ren and Tahirih. I assume you're just heading to the general store in town to get some paint. You guys head up to Barthen's Provisions, where you meet with Elmar once more. And you see Ander and Thistle, his two young clerks, working behind the desk. And Elmar says, "Ha! Well, it's good to see a couple of familiar faces again."
Hello.
I can't remember what his fucking voice is, so just bear with me. It's been 9 sessions.
Oh yeah.
What can I do for you all today?
Do you have paint?
Paint. I think we might have gotten it in on that shipment that you brought. I'm not sure.
And paintbrushes, please.
Shit, I have to actually see if paint and paintbrushes
I
are an
love
item in D&D.
Tahirih. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, painter supplies is actually equipment.
The more you know.
Alright. And, he kind of, just claps his hands together, and he and the two clerks go searching around the store. Thistle eventually comes back with a couple of painter supply sets. It's not, like, big, like, cans of paint like you were probably hoping for, and large brushes. It's more of like a artisan's painter set. So it comes with a standard, like, 10 colors of acrylics and some regular, like, artist painting brushes. Like, and this is like, yes, we have these here. They do cost 10 gold pieces each, but this is what we could find.
That's quite perfect, right, Tahirih?
Work.
So are each of you going to buy a set?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a set.
Alright, so you guys mark off 10 gold pieces in your money, and then you can add painter supplies. It is an actual item on D&D Beyond.
Nice. All right. Equipment.
Alright, these special tools include the items needed to pursue a craft or trade. Proficiency with a set of artisan tools lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make using the tools of your craft. So if you guys are proficient, if either of you are proficient in artisan's tools, you can add your proficiency bonus. Otherwise, it would be, I'd say just a performance check.
Gotcha.
Regular performance check.
Sounds good to me.
I would say if you had proficiency in performance and in artisan's tools, you would have expertise in a performance check.
Alrighty.
No, I got thieves' tools and disguise kit.
All I got is cartographers and yeah.
Yeah, so it would just be proficiency checks. It would just be performance checks for you guys.
Okie.
Because to me, using art supplies is performance. I'm weird like that. Alright. Thistle smiles and is like, alright, is there anything else we can get for you today?
Terry, do we need anything else?
Do you know anyone
Oh, jeez.
who's good at taxidermy?
taxidermy.
Forgot about that.
Not anyone in the city of Phandelver, unfortunately. You'd probably have a better shot checking up at Neverwinter or even in Waterdeep. We're more of a little mining town than we are sort of like those who specialize in like hunting or tourism, I guess.
Okay.
Is there any specific reason why you needed a taxidermist?
Well, I've got a whole ton of beavers, and I wanted to get them stuffed.
Thistle just stares at you, glances to your bag of holding, then back at you. I assume you have them in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, we would not be able to help with that. I do apologize.
That is not the worst option she could have had for things in her fucking bag.
She does have a dead body in there.
Yeah, that's
No one knows that.
Please no. Talos will be very angry.
That's reasons.
It's like, the entire party is concerned.
I have 29 beaver pelts. I gave one away. I don't remember why.
You gave it to someone in your party, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was to use it as a gag.
Yeah, we used it to gag Glassstaff.
That's right. That's right. Did anyone get that back?
Nope. I don't think you want it back anyway. It's been in his mouth. Who knows what
Yeah.
Who knows where that mouth has been?
29 beaver pelts.
To try to comfort Thistle, Ren's like, we just cleared out the manor. Tahirih was quite extensive in her cleaning.
It's
blanket.
It's very odd that they had just 29. You said 29?
There was actually
I don't
30.
think she actually said the number, but she just said beaver pelts.
Yeah.
Or actually, all she
That's
said was beavers.
No.
That's quite concerning that they had beavers just up in the manor.
There were some other things.
It was just their skin.
Not helping Tahirih. But they had a bunch of stuff up there that was questionable. There was a wizard and all.
Yeah, I heard you guys captured the wizard.
Yeah. Wait, what was that, Tahirih?
She said we put a mouse in a sock.
Oh yeah, we did put a mouse in a sock. That was an evil mouse.
I feel sorry for this shopkeeper.
Yeah.
That's
And in that moment, Elmar does walk over. What's the good thing that you helped take out all those ruffians up at the manor, as well as their wizard. They had been really bad for business here.
hopefully things return to normal. Speaking of normal, our remember our metal friend? Well,
Oh yeah, the tall, statue-looking guy.
no, well, he is a metal friend, yes, but the other one, like does Ace's height and then does the trying to mimes that shape of his helmet.
Oh, the quiet one.
Yes, you haven't seen him, have you?
I would remember if I saw a suit of armor walking around.
Because he wasn't at the inn, but his helmet was left behind.
Oh, so was his armor. Did I not say that?
You didn't. But still, that is peculiar that he hasn't been out and about.
Unfortunately, I'd never seen his face, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if I've seen him or not.
No worries, figured we'd ask anyway.
A mystery.
Good thing you have that outfit for mysteries.
Yeah, I put on my hat.
Do we need anything else, Tahirih, or are we good here?
I believe this has been satisfactory. Let's go!
Also, Paige.
Yeah.
So that way Ace is covering his tracks, though it would not connect to what he actually looks like. Ace would have asked, "Hey, where did all my guys go?"
Wait, what?
Ace would have asked once he got into his old armor. He would have asked at least the end, like, "Hey, have you seen my crew?"
Trilena, she is still behind the bar, and she's just like, "Are you the fellow who usually wears the mithril plate?"
Yes, they took my helmet.
Oh.
Or at least I assume they took my helmet.
Oh, I did see them. I did see the little one earlier. She was walking around with your helmets, and she seemed to have been bothering a new patron of ours earlier. I sort of feel bad for the fellow. Last I checked, I think they probably went to Barthen's. Your cleric friend Anodyne, he went to go talk at the elderly farm. But I'm sure he'll be back pretty soon.
Thank you. And he goes over towards Ren's and Tahirih's direction.
I hope you get your helmet back. She calls out as you leave. And you guys are exiting Barthen's?
Yes.
Alright, where are you guys heading to?
Tahirih, where are we headed? We have our paint.
That's a good point. We don't know where Talos is, nor do I particularly think it's a good idea to do it during the daylight.
Nobody knew what Talos is.
When you guys went downstairs for breakfast first, Talos let you guys know that he was going to the smithy. And the smithy is actually right across from Barthen's. Mm-hmm. And you can see in that little kind of barn-like structure of the smithy where the forge and the anvil and stuff, you see your tall metallic friend hammering away, for some reason singing Diggy Diggy Hole.
You see it too, don't you?
That's a weird choice.
We gotta teach him new music.
I have lots of songs.
His Spotify playlist is not that as broad.
There's no Wi-Fi out here. I can't update it. I have the one song saved, and it's all I have because I didn't download more music.
We could get him a pro account. That's it.
Yeah, your Spotify Premium subscription expired before you could renew it, and that was the only song you had saved for listening while offline.
So, should we let him finish what he's doing, Tahirih? Like, I don't want to ruin what he's doing.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. The thought, though.
Uh-huh.
So, we defeated big old metal butt.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
How do we know his employees left? We should go raid the bar.
You mean the bar where we beat the crap out of those assholes? I mean, we got time to kill.
And bandits, apparently. And she starts walking towards the bar.
Oh no.
Ren's... Before I follow, I'm gonna, like, wave at Talos and be, like, miming where we're going.
Alright.
Should I do a performance for that once he understands what I'm saying?
Roll me a performance check.
He'll soon look at the flailing like,
Performance. 16. How bad did I mime out that we're going to the other bar?
Talos, roll me an insight to see if you understand. You need to meet a 16 or higher.
Incite?
I'm imagining it's like neat, 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 neat.
I got the message. I rolled it. I got a 22.
Oh, you understand.
Like,
Question is it gonna click?
He's kind of nods. He's like,
And then you see him
Bang,
slide out of view.
All right. I would say before we head to break real quick, as you guys are heading to the rough and tumble dive bar, you guys pass by Ace, once again not recognizing him because he is in new armor with a new helmet. And at the same time, Anodyne, you guys see Anodyne starting to make his way back to the Stone Hill. And that is where we're going to take a quick break. Because it is now an hour and a half in.
Yes.
I gotta be.
So I'm going to run a 60-second ad break. I get the feeling this is just going to be a downtime episode before you guys get back to doing quests.
I feel it's downtime for everyone but Ace, who's like on the mission to find his
Ace
helmet.
is just like, this is Ace's worst nightmare.
I just want my helmet.
See, it would
I
be
just
funny.
want privacy. What the fuck?
Privacy extends when requested.
Ace is that audio. I just want to get rid of this feeling so bad. And then Come On Eileen starts playing, but it's like Tahirih with his helmet. He's just like, what the fuck? Also, I updated my widget layout for my phone to be Star Wars.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I set my Pinterest widget to be my Star Wars board. So every hour it changes with a new thing that I saved.
Nice.
Yeah, Ace just wants to have some simple, peaceful breakfast without trouble. No, Tahirih finds trouble.
How old is Ace?
28, 29.
Yeah, he's had 27 years of peaceful breakfasts. We gotta balance it out. We gotta make him appreciate those years before.
That you know of.
You have to balance the breakfasts, okay?
Yeah, you gotta have a healthy, balanced breakfast.
I don't think that's how that works.
The FDA says we need a healthy, balanced breakfast. They didn't say what kind of balance.
So I made a video as one of my comebacks as Carlisle for the D&D TikTok, and it's this. Oh, crap. Hold on.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Because I think it's been roughly 43 days since I cosplayed Carlisle. No, let's see, the last time I cosplayed her was December 6th. It may have been 43 days since I last cosplayed her.
You said a 6?
Yeah, 7, 14, 21.
Pepper.
It's actually been 56 days. So it was close. It's close. Just a little bit over.
What's been 56 days?
It's been 56 days since I actually posted Carlisle content.
Yeah.
And the video I posted was like, anyone know how many days it's been? I lost track. 43. Also, you're good, Sarah.
$43 business days. How's that?
43 business days.
You don't include holidays or
shit.
weekends.
56 minus 12. 44 days.
Called it.
Oh my god.
Right?
It's been 44 business days since Paige posted anything of Carlisle. And technically,
And the audio I used was 43.
technically, if you want to make an even argument, you posted today. So did you count from the day yesterday or from today?
Well, shit, when was the 6th of
It
December?
was a Sunday?
And today is a Sunday.
So there you go. It fits.
I'm also here wanting to write letters to other TikTok guild members, but I'm just like, do I hand out my address willingly?
Because
a PO box is basically $10 a month.
Really? Oh, jeez, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, for just the small letter box.
That's not bad.
That's actually not bad. And
It's
I've been
not.
debating on stuff I want to cancel. I might cancel my gym membership because I just have not been going to the gym.
Also, being back at work, aren't you moving in a lot at work, or not
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, and like my feet are always killing me at the end of the day.
You're carrying all those assholes on their back.
Yeah. So I might actually, because my mom even told me if I don't feel like going to the gym to cancel my gym membership.
I mean, yeah. How much is your membership?
$50 a month.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might actually go to Genesis. I'll ask Genesis if I ever want to start my membership up again, if I can start at a discount. Because general admission and signing up for their memberships is like $200. The only reason I didn't pay is because I did the New Year special, where they waived entry fees.
I don't know how it is out there. That's what I'm asking. Does your like have like a local Y that has a gym that you can use that's like cheaper gym membership?
I don't know if we have a local YMCA.
Oh, okay. Because I was just like, I remember my town, we had our local Y, the gym memberships, I think, like, for unlimited access to everything, it's like $15 a month. If you aren't a member, they just charge you $5 at the door for a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
Which some people just do that because they're like, it's better than just paying it for the month if I'm only going to come like every other week. I don't know why, but Sarah talking on the phone muted with Gritty behind her like that is kind of hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Sarah, the call's coming from inside the house.
But yeah, I go to pics of what it looks like.
Time to commit to memory.
I wanna coupon.
What'd you say?
What?
I mean, what did you just say?
I was just reading my emails, but I was thinking,
They said you got a coupon, and I'm like, what?
that's what the email said, and I was like, yay. I wanna.
To me, it sounded like he said, "I want a coupon."
Oh,
I want a coupon. Someone was like, "Yay, you won a prize! It's a coupon."
At least we heard coupon and we weren't losing our minds.
In our illegally intermission, may I grace you with another entry from Dayton County Parks Department?
No,
Yes.
and by no I mean yes, because I fucking love that creator.
I love how he's getting into costumes now. Like, they're getting more complex.
Jesus, that's too loud.
I feel like Helen Cumlicker.
The speakers on this phone are no joke.
For casual Friday, I'm wearing this. Shows my travels and my interests.
Are
These
her
colors
intercourse,
don't run, they
Pennsylvania.
Reload. All right, morning. My doorbell's a loaded pistol. Love it. If you come in my house legally, I can fucking shoot you dead. Well, that's true. Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee. You see, Betty, caffeine is a drug. But I approve a shirt that says don't talk to me till I drop the hammer on my heroin. If you weren't meant to eat it, why is it shaped like a taco? Oh, Louise, that's approved. Willie Nelson's #1 fan. Well, that shirt should say I'm a big fucking liar, because I'm his #1 fan. Take it off. Lines are sent. Were there more of these right there? Who bought one? Save the dolphins. Mackenzie, that feels political. Did you know dolphins sexually assault for fun? Quite the hill to die on, Missy. Tampa don't win the Super Bowl, I'm gonna set the office on fire. This office? Oh, there's a back. Yes, this office and everyone in it. Fingers crossed they win. Proud parent of a spoiled chihuahua. No, that's fucking stupid and they mean taco. Y'all bring your shirts to a purification.
The fuck?
Why is it shaped like a taco? Is my new favorite expression.
I want man to be eaten while shaped like a taco.
And I don't even eat tacos.
I think this one. This is my favorite of the most recent ones that he's done. This is after the incident.
My lord, peasants have invaded Paul. I take it they've all been boiled in oil in front of their wives and children. No, my lord. Oh, Then they've been put in a metal bull that was then set on fire, and their screams of agony made beautiful music through the bull's horns. No, my lord. So they had their intestines pulled out by a little person dressed as a jester? Again, no, my lord. Well, what the fuck did you do? Nothing at all. We just sort of let them, mill about. I'm sorry. Have I eaten some of that moldy bread that let you talk to the devil? What do you mean you just sit there and walk around? A few of us had an oil painting made with him. I'm sorry, you took an oil painting with him? Yeah. There was an insurrection this past summer. You exhibited extreme violence. Why not today? Well, but they had burned down the target. So we just misplaced all that armor, I suppose. We were unprepared. They've literally been putting scrolls up for weeks. Oh, still, we were unprepared. You know what? Gather your wife and children. Hope you like honey, because I'm going to be covering you in honey and letting bugs eat you alive. My lord,
My God.
My guild actually had an update channel on the incident, and I ran that video past my my guild master. So she said, "Okay, that's funny. That's really fucking funny. However, we're keeping this in the news updates." I'm like, that is completely fine. It's just very funny. She did appreciate the laugh, at least to her. So.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
You're good.
See, you're good.
I'm just researching how to cancel a gym membership right now.
It was my father. He wanted me to remind him what the voodoo password was because after the update, it kicked him.
Oh no.
Yeah, a lot of streaming servers have been doing that now. Once they update, everything gets kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's beneficial for the company.
I guess.
Who's not really using it won't reapply.
No, that makes sense.
Alrighty.
I'm here.
You know you're an adult when peeling that protective plastic off of things you buy is more satisfying than the actual thing you bought.
How dare you call me out like that?
I felt called out reading because I sat there and I'm like, yeah, every time I find that protective plastic, I'm just like, slow peel, come on. Gotta do it in one go.
Yeah.
So because I always have long nails,
Mm-hmm.
I get to have that moment of like stab and slide. Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Also, Daisy says hi. He's been lurking and he's just messaging real quick to let the Twitch bot know he's still there.
Ah, yes. Today's his date night.
Yes. Yes. Don't focus on us too much if it's date night.
And I've thrown him under a bus.
Alrighty. So I'm ready to restart whenever you are.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Shit, what the fuck is the name of this dive bar again? It is... Fuck it. It is... Sleeping Giant is the rundown, shitty-ass dive bar that's in town. Tahirih Rin, as you are making your way towards the Sleeping Giant, you pass Ace unawarely. And ahead of you, you see, heading back towards the Stone Hill, you see Anodyne. So all four of you are in the general area.
Annie.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay,
Are you
Annie?
okay, Annie? That's how we get DMCA'd.
I'm sorry. Anodyne? Yeah? What's up?
We're gonna go kick some bandit butt. Come join us.
Okay. Is Talos there?
Talos is digging yet hammering?
I don't know. He's singing weird things while hammering.
Interesting. What about is Ace around?
We don't know. We still can't find him. We've asked around a bit. Have you seen him?
I don't think so. Did you do anything with this helmet yet?
We have it secure.
All right. Yeah, let's go have a bar brawl. That sounds fun.
Ace, how do you react to your friends or acquaintances not noticing you?
Am I actually there and I'm actually within earshot?
Yeah, you're within earshot of them. You hear that they're gonna head to the sleeping giant and try to start a fight.
Okay, and I am in full armor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And with the helmet that you are wearing, it would muffle your voice to a way they would recognize it.
Okay. There you guys are.
Oh,
Where's my helmet?
Where's your helmet?
You guys look him over. He is wearing just a regular iron helmet and chainmail armor for some reason. He's not wearing his mithril plate.
I didn't take your armor.
Where's the rest of you?
Stored away in my room where my helmet would be.
She pulls out the helmet and goes, "Here you go."
Tahirih, that was very nice.
And there goes the art project.
One of them.
Well, yeah, one of them. Well, Dylan's a science.
Don't you know not to steal shit?
Don't you know not to leave your stuff unsupervised in an unlocked room?
I was worried.
As far as I knew, my room was secured.
The window wasn't. Therefore, it was not well secured.
The chest was.
The chest was secure.
It was locked.
Ren's gonna look at Tahirih. That was locked.
Maybe.
Okay, I can't defend you on that one. I had you covered with the window.
I didn't know if he was locked in the box.
Even then, who would go in the room through a window?
Obviously us. Well, her more than me. I was in my room.
I was just bringing you breakfast.
Which you should knock on the door. And if I wasn't answering, maybe either A, I am asleep, or B, I am somewhere else taking care of something.
Or C, you were kidnapped. We did just fuck with the red brand.
we go fuck with him again.
What she said.
Look, if you give me God knows how long for me to change back into my old armor and then come back, then we can kick some more red brand ass. Is that okay?
That
I mean-
sounds so boring.
Hey
Just a
guys,
few minutes. They can wait.
Yes, Anodyne.
that corn dog stand has corn dog bites.
Ren's gonna slide over.
Anodyne just is holding corn dog bites for some reason.
Ren's gonna just slide over. Neat, neat, neat,
Oh, here.
neat. Takes one.
We're good.
Dog asteroid.
I mean, is there an alleyway you could just change?
Or TARDIS.
But yes, if you give me a chance to change armor, we can go kick some ass.
It's so boring.
Go pester your friend group.
No, we probably gave him enough socializing for a while. Didn't answer my question though. Why aren't you in the rest of your armor?
You blame a guy for having matching set?
Aesthetics are important.
It is important. I do agree with aesthetic, but just seems like more work.
Well, I wasn't expecting my helmet to be taken from its chest.
I didn't know where you were.
My stuff was secured, and my room looked neat. It meant I'm fine.
Can't blame us for worrying. It's kind of what friends do.
I'll be back.
Alright, so
And he goes out to go change into his full mithril plate.
so Ace heads back inside the stone hill to change back into his plate armor.
Yeah.
It's only been about an hour and a half since you guys woke up, so you have an hour and a half left before you have to all go to the cemetery to finish to proceed with the burial process.
Yes.
It does take Ace roughly between 20 to 30 minutes to don full plate armor. So the three of you, Tahirih, Aaron, and Anodyne, are still outside the tavern waiting. If you guys would like to chat for a bit.
All I heard was something cheat.
I heard mac and cheese.
I mean, that does sound more reasonable.
Ace, Anodyne produces a bowl of mac and cheese.
They have mac and cheese too. This football guy's the best.
Where are you getting all this food?
There's a stand. It's over by the graveyard. Remember?
Ace, you're not there. You're donning armor.
All I'm picturing is like, are you following us around? Mean sir, your friend here is putting my kids through college. So Tahirih, what is the plan for the red brand? Well, that rhymed. Not intentional. Anyway.
The red plan.
Tahirih is straight up like a anime character that's bored, just sprawled out on the wall. It's just like, I just thought we'd go in there and break stuff.
Ah, the old how do you start a fight with only 3 words thing. Want to start a fight?
How do you make Molotov cocktails?
No.
Are you asking for educational purposes or for future use purposes?
I
could-
don't know. Ren, come on. We don't want to
What?
burn this to the ground.
I didn't say I was going to let her make any, but if she needs to know, this is a very helpful skill. She may one day be involved in guerrilla warfare. You never know.
With that face?
With that personality?
Alright, so what you do is, and for reasons,
For legal reasons, we're doing this very, very quick-handed.
Anodyne is not going to explain how to make them out loud, but rather in-game, in person to hear you.
Oh,
You flush a person with alcohol and light them on fire.
Sarah knows full well.
And that's how you make a Molotov cocktail.
It's also really good if you add something like a sticky solution, like syrup in there, so it doesn't, like, evaporate.
Before Paige's account gets flagged by the FBI, I think we should carry on.
I mean, I would have just splashed the person with wine and then tossed a torch at them and watched them burn.
That's a waste of good wine, sir.
Cheap wine.
Also, you're donning armor.
Technically, he's doffing armor.
Doffing.
He has to doff it before he can don it.
While we wait for
Ace.
Ace to be done, I'm gonna go like just walk after I've learned how to properly make a Molotov cocktail. I'm going to duck into some alley and then just like sit cross-legged on the floor and pull out the tome that we took from the mansion. the tome
Okay.
that we pull from last step and just start looking through it.
Okay.
What are the chances she has all the ingredients to make those in her bag of holding?
Same odds that that guy that's selling you food has the exact same ingredients to make pretzels like my Auntie Anne did.
I think he might have some. We should check.
All right.
Yes.
Pull out the tome, Tahirih.
Yes.
Question: what languages do you know?
I know Common and Halfling, but I have Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Okay. So you want to use your Eyes of the Runekeeper to read this?
Yeah.
All right, because it is in a language that you do not know. Okay, so as you begin to skim through this book, this tome, you realize it's less of a tome and more of a journal.
Okay.
And the name of who it belongs to is written in as Ermon.
Hold on, let me find my pen. Here it is.
Okay.
Move the cheese. Ermon?
Yes.
Going down.
Second. I'm looking up something real quick.
Okay.
So, as you read through it, you realize this adventurer Ermon is describing the history of the Lost Mine of Phandelver and the Forge of Spells, which I will read an excerpt to you now. And you're kind of like reading this in your mind in like this proper, almost kind of like educational voice. More than 500 years ago, clans of dwarves and gnomes made an agreement known as the Phandelver's Pact, by which they would share a rich mine in a wondrous cavern known as the Wave Echo Cave. In addition to its mineral wealth, the mine contained great magical power. Human spellcasters allied themselves with the dwarves and the gnomes to channel and bind that energy into a great forge, known as the Forge of Spells, where magic items could be crafted. Times were good, and the nearby human town of Phandelver prospered as well. But then disaster struck when orcs swept through the north and laid waste to all in their path. A powerful force of orcs, reinforced by an evil mercenary wizards, attacked Wave Echo Cave to seize its riches and magical treasures. Human wizards fought alongside their dwarf and gnome allies to defend this forge of spells, and the ensuing spell battle destroyed much of the cavern. Few survived the cave-ins and tremors, and the location of Wave Echo Cave was lost. For centuries, rumors of buried riches have attracted treasure seekers and opportunists to the area around Phandelver, but no one has ever succeeded in locating the lost mine. People have resettled in the area, and Phandelver's now the rough and tumble frontier town. And that's where you reach the end of Ermon's notes. And trying to remember. Trying to remember if Gundren told you why he was heading into town. Or Sildar told you why. Hold on. Yeah, when you guys finally got to, if you guys remember correctly, when you got to catch up with Sildar after rescuing him from the Goblin Cave, he had let you guys know why he was traveling with Gundren. Gundren Rockseeker and his two brothers, Tharden and Nundro, were going to try to locate the entrance of the long-lost Wave Echo Cave. The three brothers were hoping to find the lost mine, and what else? Yeah, they were in hopes of finding the lost mine, and Gundren had a map to the entrance of the mine with him. But as far as you guys know, he's still being held captive at the Cragmaw Castle. So Tahirih, what you have read is basically the history of this lost mine that Gundren was after.
Okay.
And I'm trying to see what other stuff is within this book. So you read about the history of the Wave Echo Cave. And in addition, Ermon has records that a magic mace named Lightbringer was commissioned by priests of Lathander, the god of the dawn, from mages who worked with the gnomes and dwarves of the Phandelver's Pact. The mace was lost when Wave Echo Cave and its mine vanished from history.
Okay.
That is the knowledge that you gain from reading this tome.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do I know what Lightbringer is?
Roll me a religion check. Because Ermon did put like some notes of like what god the priest who commissioned the mace worked for and all that.
I rolled a 15. Is that?
Rolled a 15?
Yeah, but it looked like you were doing something, so I didn't want to interrupt.
I'm trying to see if there's any more knowledge of what this treasure is. Usually they have the treasure and stuff in these. Yeah. They don't really like informing you of a lot of stuff. They say go to this chapter. Okay, here it is. So, you said you got a what?
A 15.
A 15? You have not really heard of this mace. You don't have a lot of knowledge about it, since Lathander is not your god. All you do know is that it's still a pretty powerful mace. It's a powerful weapon to use. And rumored that it would glow. Kind of like how, since Lathander is a god of light and god of the dawn, it's understandable that a weapon that was commissioned sort of in his visage would give off its own glow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'd say during this time, as you're reading Tahirih, Ace would have made his way back to at least Rin and Anodyne.
Okay.
Welcome back. Feel better that you're all dressed up again?
You guys now have roughly an hour to kill before the funeral.
Yes. No pun intended.
I don't think that's how you meant to word that.
I just realized what I said.
I mean, technically, yes. We have an hour to kill.
There's so many entendres in there.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
For extremely legal reasons, this is a video. I mean, this is a game too.
Yep.
Yeah.
We do not condone murder at Lost Mines of Phandelver.
We do not. We do not at all. Alright, so Ace, you have reconvened with your companions. You glance around a moment, wondering where the little halfling is, and you see her sitting down in a nearby alleyway reading a strange book.
She's been in there since you left. Ace?
Ace, signs of life.
Is his microphone working?
No, he hasn't sent any messages to the group, I don't think.
He probably had to step away.
Yeah.
Ace is T-posing.
Yeah, Ace is currently T-posing.
Tahirih, you good over there? Ace is back.
Definitely
There
one
he
of those.
is. There he is.
Ah, yes, the important things in life.
He's back. You ready to go?
Yep.
Slams it shut, puts it in her bag.
Anything good in that book?
Mm-hmm. Super cool.
Cool. What'd you find out?
And she, in her Tahiri way, tells the story of the fallen mine. It's way over dramatic compared to what's in the book.
Mm.
We now have 5 minutes to go bury the body.
3 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming this is happening while we're walking.
Yeah, there.
Like, if she's not done by the time we reach the inn, she goes, so anyway, that was lost, and we should find it. And I think that's where Gundren is going.
Oh. Good work, Tahirih. You're quite the detective.
You guys remember Gundren is still missing in action.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
All right. So is Talos joining us, or is he going to be working?
He's still working on his hammer.
Yeah,
Until-
he is still working.
Okay.
Working with his hammer.
He diggy hole. Diggy hole.
Okay, as much as that, as much as I still, the actual song I was thinking of for him, what is the opening of the Warframe had a trailer a couple years back, for Tuna, and it essentially involved the entire planet doing a work song. It was I'll have to find it and link it later, but after he finds the skip button, it would turn into that, because that's more of a constant hammer sort of song.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's still doing that.
He finally he accidentally skipped too long and somehow got a 3-hour version of Diggy Hole, but he finally has his skips on Spotify back.
A signal has been detected.
The downloads.
Wait. That's why Ace's armor is so special.
It's a Wi-Fi hotspot.
Damn it, I shouldn't have put the helmet in the bag of holding.
I mean,
No,
Come on.
now we know.
Yeah, around the time to hear you put the helmet in the bag you're holding, that's when Diggy Hole got stuck in your head.
We don't know why.
Wait, by that logic. No. Here, never mind. That's science for another day.
Okay. So you guys make your way to the Sleeping Giant tavern. You guys head inside.
Does it look like, from the outside, does it look like it's still occupied by Red Brands?
Doesn't appear to be so.
I'm do and look in the window.
You look inside the window. You see, you remember seeing some of the regulars there, some scruffy, old beggars and stuff that tend to just loiter around, and you see the dwarf barmaid and owner Grista. She's working behind the counter. You do not see any familiar red cloaks inside.
So I use disguise self with mask of many faces and make myself look like something that probably came out of Tekken 5 and walk in the door.
I am very confused at what you mean by that.
Hold on.
I'm very worried.
Street Fighter. Think Street Fighter. I think that's a better.
I never played Street Fighter. Yes, I am an uncultured slut.
Street Fighter was technically before your time.
Mortal Kombat?
Never played Mortal Kombat either.
Do.
All I know is Zangief.
All right, ready?
He's bad guy, but that doesn't mean he's bad guy.
Ta-da.
Just to let you know, you look like a midget version of that.
I know.
You enter, and the very few patrons who are in the bar, as well as Grista, give you a very curious look before going back to their drinks.
Hello, noble citizen. I am looking to see where I can find the remainder of the red brands.
You hear a sort of scoffing laugh from Grista. You won't find any red brands around here, laddie.
They left already.
Yeah, they scattered like roaches when their master was captured.
Can I insight check?
You may.
Why do we let her do this?
13.
A what?
13.
She seems to be telling the truth.
Then I'll leave.
You head back outside. Still looking like a mini Bruce Lee.
Yep.
Is that the look of the day, Tahirih?
What?
Your disguise. That today's look?
I needed to be tough and intimidating.
There.
Roberto goes to lick your cheek and like he goes through the disguise. It's like a fucking computer glitch.
There's a glitch in the Matrix. Alright, well if they're not here, we have an hour to kill before Talos is done. What should we do?
Ace, where's your old armor?
He's wearing the old armor.
He's back in his mithril armor.
I know. She's talking about the one he wore before, but she's not very good with the words. Your old armor.
Sack.
You see him holding up a sack. Because he always carries his items with him wherever he goes.
Can I have it?
Why?
Can I have it? Can I have it?
Why?
Can I have it?
Give me a reason.
Can I have it?
Give me a reason.
Can I
and
have
then
it?
maybe.
Can I have it?
That's not a reason.
Can I have it?
No.
Tahirih, roll me an annoyance check. Just a charisma roll.
I was like, annoyance is not a skill. At least not a D&D skill.
17.
Oh my god.
I have
17.
Charisma
Ace,
save?
roll me a charisma saving throw. to see if you lose your shit with the halfling.
Oh my god,
You
yes.
lose your shit with the halfling.
Ask me one more time or you're going to your room.
That's a face.
You've never been scolded by Ace before.
What do you mean?
You haven't been scolded by anyone in a while.
Nope. My scoldings were a little different growing up. We're gonna leave that alone.
We don't have time to unpack all of that.
Exactly. No. What do you mean?
Ace, Ren and Anodyne, you're just watching. You guys are just watching this.
Oh yeah,
unfold.
just
This is the first time you've heard Ace raise his voice to anybody.
Ren, do you think that stand has popcorn too?
I'll give you 3 gold to get some if they do.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Yes, the Food Ex Machina stand does have popcorn, so you owe Ren 3 gold.
I owe him 3 gold.
Does Anodyne just have the munchies today?
No, we just, you know.
Oh wait, do they also have pretzels?
I walk away.
I'm asking for a friend.
I don't know why I feel like it's a bag of holding, but food.
It's a friend of that friend is Ren.
Yes, the pretzels have food stands.
A bag of fooding.
Oh god.
I stand by what I said. The pretzels have food stands, and Tahirih walks away from Ace.
Oh no. Tahirih! Do they have snow cones? Never mind, I'll just get a smorgasbord.
Every time you ask for more food, you lose a gold piece.
It's just like going to a baseball game. It's just baseball food.
And it's way overpriced.
I'll put an extra long hot dog and a beer. That'll be $42.50.
Talos picked a good time to work on his mask. He doesn't have to deal with this chaos.
It's okay, that's where I'm walking.
She's bringing the chaos with her.
Alright, you guys watch as Tahirih walks away and is heading towards Smithy, it seems.
Tahirih, wait.
Ren's gonna saddle up next to Ace and be like, you know, just because you hide under that hard armor doesn't mean everyone else does. You may want to go easier on the kid. And then just walk after her.
I got you a corn dog.
Takes the corn dog as I walk away.
Thank you.
That's another 2 gold.
I got this a corn dog.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah. Tahirih's already walked away by the time he handed the corn dog out.
Oh, I chased after her after the concession stand.
Okay. So you're just following her wherever she goes, and then you'll eventually hand her the corn dog. Good to know.
And I also have the popcorn for Ren.
You're right.
Also a pretzel.
Yes.
Alright. Talos, you're hammering away, working on your mask. You've almost got it done. When you see a familiar little You figure it's your familiar little halfling, because she's currently disguised as a miniature Bruce Lee.
But I'm riding a wolf.
Riding a wolf. That's what gave it away that it's Tahirih.
Well, at this point, he's starting to do like detailing and like some extra like smoothing.
You're able to chisel the sigil of the Raven Queen, like not on the outside of the mask, but on the inside to give it a little extra religious oomph.
Yeah, a little like how like little like feathers or decals are on the end. So
Yeah, like the feathers and everything on the outside, and the actual symbols inside, as well.
Yeah.
So it's closer to Ukrainian. But yeah, you see a Bruce Lee on a wolf approaching you.
I got yelled at.
Holding a dodge, by the way.
You got yelled at?
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing?
I just wanted to borrow Ace's armor.
How did you ask?
Can I have it?
Did you ask this repeatedly?
Maybe.
Did you use the word please?
Nope.
Then I see why you got yelled at.
And she like just flops back.
Not the dreaded word, please.
You would be surprised at how far that can get you.
And maybe an explanation.
You're
Well,
not
no,
there.
Talos already assumes she did not explain what she wanted. She doesn't explain shit.
Nope.
He already figured she probably didn't tell him what she wanted, why he wanted it either. He kind of like looks down at the thing, looks up at her. Want to see something cool?
Yeah.
He'll like move his hand up to like, because he has a very like, you guys have seen like the standard like Warforged like face,
Mm-hmm.
the faceplate. He'll like go like this, and like click, and he will remove the faceplate.
I'm having Five Nights at Freddy's vibes from this now.
But underneath is actually a very well carved wooden face, resembling probably more what he looked like in life. With like the actual like moving bright glowing purple eyes.
Like, that's not creepy.
And then he'll like slide on the mask, and she'll watch it like his like the mechanics of his face kind of sink it into his, like kind of slide it up between the horns, sort of like it actually integrates into his face.
That's a choice.
Now he has. Now this is his face,
Mm-hmm.
and he just kind of nods.
She kind of takes the old one. He lets her.
She reaches out for it. He's like, I don't need it anymore.
Mm.
It's just made like out of like iron and some other metals. It's fairly sturdy. It's a few like nicks and cuts in it from past fights, but it's still held together pretty well.
You don't need it? You're done with it? I put it in my bag.
Speaking of that bag, we should probably go find a good spot for the grave.
Yeah. That's a good.
Since I'm done here, I've also sharpened the shovel so it can dig easier.
I don't think we want to do it here.
No, we should find a nice spot, probably near some trees. Just a nice spot away from town.
What about the graveyard?
Yeah, because there is the graveyard that I homebrewed for you guys.
Oh, that's right. You did make
Yeah.
the graveyard. There's probably technically there is a spot where he has a. Oh no, what is it? A headstone. There's probably a spot in there we could probably put him in.
Yeah, you have like two options. You could bury him in the graveyard, or there is that tree that is on the grounds of the Dendra family homestead that you could set up a burial plot for him there so that he is close to his family.
I will say this. I have weird shit in my inventory, but adding Talos's face probably takes the cake.
Talos.
Totally weirder than the dead body that you've been carrying around.
I
Yeah,
have
but I
my.
didn't write that on my inventory. I literally just wrote Talos's face. So
Yeah.
What could be weirder than a dead body? A robot's face.
We could send them out with Droop to get food and other supplies while we do this, so they do not have to see the body.
if we put it near them, you mean?
Yes. We should send them out of the house so that we can prepare it without them having to see what happened to him.
The wife just wants to know where he's buried. As long as we tell her that when we're done, I'm sure it's fine.
I agree. I just want to make sure that we do it right.
Well, everyone's over here, so
You see, like, a ways down the street, you see the rest of the group. Anodyne is slowly approaching you guys because he followed after with the corn dog.
Oh, I haven't given it to her yet.
She was ahead of you.
No, you haven't. She was ahead of you.
She was on her mount. She got a good few paces ahead of you.
a wolf's speed is 40 feet. So
A little quicker.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're holding a corn dog, it's going to move at about 5 feet.
With all that food, you're probably moving a little slower. It's like,
Yeah.
you got a lot of snacks.
I wonder if I should homebrew a bag of foodies.
Yes.
So admit to Wally's wondrous items.
The bag of endless concessions, I'm telling you.
That's amazing.
You
Hey,
drop
just
in a
be
piece
glad-
of gold, food pops out.
Just be glad this isn't Pathfinder, because there is a spell in there called All Food, where you can literally turn anything into fucking food. Like a fucking door. Oh, this door is in our way.
Are you telling me I could turn the BBEG into a chocolatey Claire?
Hi, Majin Buu.
I don't think it applies to living creatures, but I'm sure someone could find a way.
Just so I can say to him to his face, you have the moral backbone of a chocolatey Claire.
Nyam. And you don't
Is that cannibalism or just normal eating at that point?
If he still retains his sentience as the eclair, cannibalism. If he's just an eclair with no sense of self, eating?
This is the
Now I'm just getting
What's
sausage. I'm just getting sausage party vibes again.
It's eating with cannibalistic intent.
You ever wondered what a food orgy looks like? Sausage party shows you.
Never thought about it till now.
That movie is something fucking else.
Anyway.
And it got advertised the wrong way, so many parents were bringing their kids to watch it.
That was absolutely intense.
Because the only advertisement that was put out there was the G-rated one.
Because that's all they.
If you wanted to see the red label one, you had to go to YouTube.
Yeah, all they could get on actual TV.
The parents completely missed the rated R rating at the end of the trailer.
This movie is rated R. This trailer is rated G. There's a reason for that. And I think that was absolutely.
Continuing. We
Yeah.
have 30 minutes left. Continuing.
Continuing on.
I'm
Well,
assuming by now Ren's showed up behind Anodyne.
Yeah. If Ace wished to follow, is up to him.
Yeah.
Ace is just like, I wanted a calm fucking morning. I just wanted a nice morning. Why is the Chaos Child? Why is the Chaos Child?
What is the Chaos Child? That's a great question.
I'll do
Why
one
is
better.
Tahirih?
I'll do you one better. Who's Tahirih?
I'll do you one better. Why is Tahirih? But nobody ever asks, how is Tahirih?
Oh.
Because literally nobody ever asks.
And
That is true.
Alright. So you guys all slowly reconvene. You're all gathered outside of the smithy. Around this point, Talos, you are officially done with your mask.
Yep. He will pay the smithy for his time that he has been, and then his apologize for the song his brain got stuck on. But then they're like, the other one you did was fine. If you were in the mines, it'd make a lot more sense. It'd probably be great, but whatever.
He was honestly wondering if Warforged could have a stroke. That's probably what you were having.
I wouldn't be surprised, considering what he said. He'll pay him his money and thank him, and then he'll come out from the smithy, and then everyone else can see now he has a.
He looks like a plague doctor.
Yeah, he has
a metallic plague doctor. It's awesome.
Ren's gonna stare and be like, "Huh." Going for a very bold look. I appreciate it.
Tahirih has the face.
He gave me his face.
Wait.
It's a face plate. It covers my actual face, which is carved out of wood and therefore much easier to be damaged.
Ren slowly looks under the mask to try seeing, like, huh, I thought it was just a face, didn't know it was a plate. Cool.
Is this still very stoic, like, already wooden face that was already implanted on Talos? You can kind of see the chin and the fake lips underneath it, but most of the bird mask covers his entire face.
That is
interesting. And you can see it's secured in with little screws and everything.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Shrugs and just like, continues munching on his pretzel that Anodyne gave him.
Oh, and you also have popcorn.
Well, yeah, I got the pretzel first.
But I'm sharing it, so I'm just passing it around. Like, Talos, you want some? Wait, Tahirih? I got you this corn dog. If I haven't already given it to you.
I thought you did, but yes, she's watching. Them all.
The guy has everything. It's great.
And Talos, you're the only one who has not seen the fiasco regarding Ace's armor, so you just assumed he's been in his armor all morning.
Ace, you appear to be stressed.
Just enjoying the expression on AJ's face.
Such.
I have no idea what I'm doing out of bed. That is perfect.
It's been a mood.
Alright.
He'll look to everyone. Tahirih and I have been discussing the burial process. We have two spots we have in mind. One is in the cemetery. The other is near the tree and on the homestead.
Oh shit, did we ever tie those guys?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the first thing we did before we went to the manor.
Did we though?
Yes.
Ren and I went and we said we untied them.
We
but
did.
I vaguely remember only giving them a knife.
We put it just in arm's reach, and we left. We started to untie one of them. They're okay. We let them go.
I only gave one of them a knife.
We came back. Well, I'm pretty sure we came back at some point and checked. Yeah, they're gone. They're out. They absconded.
Okay, I thought all I know is it was Ren and I force fed them pancakes, and we gave them the option of escaping. But other than that, we've said fuck off.
I'm starting to wonder if I'm running a D&D campaign or just a how to torture people.
I'm so sorry. That just crossed my mind.
This is a masochist D&D campaign?
This is a BDSM campaign, but it's not fun. It's just torture.
Sadists Incorporated.
Do conspiracy
Incorporated. I'm just looking at my typewriter. He's using a typewriter.
I just thought I'd ask.
Yes, now we need to bury the bodies though before we forget.
There's now 4 bodies you have to bury. I'm just kidding.
Also, we tied them up in the woods off side of town.
Oh, they're the Lorax's problem now then.
We
Yeah.
tied him up in the woods behind the carpenter's house because that's where we had gone to inspect at the time. We rolled them out there with barrels.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if we left them there and the family found them in the woods?
No, if I remember, you guys freed them.
Yeah, no. I strongly remember us freeing them. It was just a matter of like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, those poor kids gonna find 3 bodies.
You freed them while making them promise that they would never return to Phandelver.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. All right. That's kind of why I was asking. I wanted to make sure you weren't going to traumatize the children.
Think
Anyway.
of the children.
Tahirih, Talos, do you need help with the body, or are we just gonna mingle while you two do your thing?
We would like to keep. I, for one, would like to keep the family distracted, so as they do not see the condition of their father. I have prepared linen for wrapping of the body, and I have my shovel at the ready.
Sounds like a plan. Anodyne, I guess that would leave the 3 of us to find a way to occupy the family.
Yeah, I don't mind. I need to have a word with the goblin anyway.
Excellent. Good.
Alright, so you guys collectively agree that you're going to bury the body on the family grounds?
Seems so.
Felt my wrist pop too. Ow.
Close
Okay.
to the woods, I think, so that they don't have to be like, we're playing on Daddy's dead body.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of burying him by the one tree that's in their backyard, there is some tall trees near the wood line of the forest that you can definitely bury him next to. What the
Okay.
fuck did you just share to the party? Alright, I'll look at that later. Alright, anything else? Before we split you guys into 2 groups again?
Nope.
Alright! Excuse me. Holy shit. I need to try to survive. I got 22 minutes left. You guys make your way towards the Denjar family home. Talos and Tahirih just make their way towards the wood line of the nearby forest. As Anodyne, Rin, and Ace make their way to the family doorstep.
Okay. Anodyne, I will leave this up to you as you are the less chaotic of the 3.
Okay, that's fair.
Just a moment. You guys hear. Shit, I always forget their names. You hear Myrna's voice as there's some shuffling about, and then the door opens and she's standing there. Oh, welcome back, everyone. How can I help you?
How are you guys? Good to see you. We just wanted to let you know that we are taking care of some business today. And as soon as it's done, we'll share with you the location of that business. Ren?
Yes.
Yeah, Myrna looks very confused when you say that.
Tahirih and Talos are currently laying your husband to rest properly and doing his last rites. Once they're done, they can tell you where he is.
Oh, okay.
We felt we'd let you know that we were doing that now, so once they're done, you will not have to worry.
Alright,
And
thank
if you'd
you.
like, I can do, I can cast a spell called Ceremony to help his body and soul pass more effectively.
If you would like to do that, of course you can.
Of course, yeah. Okay. Is he here?
Oh, yes, he's in the kitchen with the children right now.
All right. With your permission, I talked to the owner of the farm. They said that they wouldn't mind a little help from time to time if Droop is willing to help them out for.
If you remember correctly, Quilleen said she would think about it. She didn't guarantee that he was going to have a job.
Okay. I didn't hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still going to talk to Droop. But he may have...
Let me go get him for you real quick. And she shuts the door momentarily as she heads off to go get your little goblinoid companion.
Weird that they shut the door every time, isn't it? It's like they're expecting to be attacked or something. Yeah.
You really want to finish that one, Anodyne?
Nope, I got there on my own.
You sure? You sure you don't want to finish that sentence?
Because I mean, like, you were onto something there. Really close. Tip of your tongue.
Love you guys.
You hear the pitter-patter of feet as the door is slowly cracked open. You see one yellow eye quickly looking to stare at all of you before Droop slowly opens the door. Hi again.
Hey, dude.
How's it going?
You guys all talked at once. What?
I was just saying, what's up?
I said, how's it going?
Droop is okay.
That's great. So I talked to the owner of the farm, and they may have some work for you. If you're willing to help them churn butter and do some errands and stuff.
Once again, they did not confirm that they had work for him.
That's why I said may. May have work. May. So if you want to check in with them and see if they need help, go ahead. I mean, you're part of this town, so
Maybe bring one of the family members.
yeah, one of the kiddos.
Droop's still new to town, but Droop will visit eventually.
All right.
Droop wants to help town.
Yeah, you've been very helpful, and you're a good little goblin.
He gives you a kind of like a still grotesque as he is goblin, but a grin.
I'm gonna
Like he's got sharp teeth.
like put my fist out and just be like,
It's kind of a little weak fist bump because he doesn't understand.
all right, you got it.
Droop's got it.
Do you guys mind waiting here? I'm gonna run over and just talk to the innkeepers real quick too. Ren and Ace.
What was that?
You mind just like hanging out here for a second? I'm gonna run across the way and talk to the innkeeper real quick.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask them for food
Oh,
or to prepare food in case we need to leave tonight.
gotcha.
Right. And you don't really need to roleplay that out. Toblin and Trelina will prepare some fresher food than rations for you guys, just in case you're planning to head out anywhere for the day after burying Thel.
I will give them another 10 gold too, even though they said that it's fine. It's all good. I'm gonna still.
You are putting their children through school.
Yep.
I think you're putting their grandchildren to school.
I mean,
It'll be good for the economy.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Alright. Quick cut to Talos and Tahirih. You guys are making your way to the edge of the forest to bury the body.
I'm going through the story again of the book I found.
Mm-hmm.
Probably even more dramatized than I originally told it.
Yeah, you've added in like fierce flame-breathing dragons and
I'm doing voices.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of nods, like, interesting. We should find our employer and then go find these mines at some point. That was, I think, his goal in the end.
I mean, Gundren has a map.
We still need to find Gundren.
Oh.
Tahirih, are you just sitting there as Talos is digging?
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming the wolf is also digging. The way
He's kind of pawing at the dirt and helping in his own way.
Yeah, this is not going to take, since Talos has dug quite a few graves, given his he's given quite a few graves. It's not going to take him all too long. He doesn't really get as tired as a person would doing so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeet, yeet.
Yeet, yeet.
Once the hole is properly dug, he will ask for the body.
Just so you know, even though his body is half eaten, he is still quite large for Tahirih to handle. He was a human.
Grab the bottom of the bag, it's stuck.
he'll like get the head. She like gets the head out. He'll like pull, like reach in and pull the rest.
This is like reverse childbirth.
The worst.
My mind is just going ace finish.
Birth?
Yeah. Once he's out, he will kind of like do his best to kind of like adjust, tidy up his clothes aside from the giant chunk to get out, and he'll start wrapping the body up in linens.
Yeah.
Nice. Zin wrapped. And then,
Yeah, luckily for how long his body was down in that weird kind of necrotic space in the crevasse, his body has not decayed that much since you've taken him out.
yeah. He will very carefully place him into the nice deep grave and then make hold up his holy symbol and try and make it hope. So he's hoping that the body won't be raised again, and then start feeling in the hole.
Yeah, as you raise your holy symbol and say your prayers to the Raven Queen, you hear the call of a raven in the distance. And you get the sense that she's basically responding that she will watch his soul pass on.
He nods and kind of something like a smile. Since the actual like face voice would move just a little bit, like meet, little smile. And then he'll
smiling. It's an internal smiling.
Yeah, internal smile. And then he'll
your eyes switch from red to green when you're smiling.
Yeah. And then he'll get out and start digging. See, this part Roberto is great at. Digging the pile, putting the dirt back in the hole there. That's it. He's good at that, so
yeah.
He'll do that. And I am going to take my short sword that I started with. I'm going to place it in the ground above where the freshly padded dirt is as a grave marker. So now there is a gladius stuck into the dirt.
Okay. Alright. Quick cut back to Rin and Ace as you're waiting for Anodyne to return. Group is just kind of standing there with you guys still?
Quick question.
Yes.
When Droop was like, with them, does he have a like any combat experience, or is he just kind of like squishy?
He is definitely very squishy. You remember back when you guys were fighting in the hideout, whenever combat would start, he would just duck and hide.
Okay.
You get the sense that he's kind of cowardly.
Okay.
Very cowardly.
Yeah, okay. Because I was thinking of giving him a weapon to be like, yo, these people took you in. Least you can do is, learn to protect them, or at least help out protecting.
Mm-hmm.
But if he is squishy, I don't want to put him in danger more.
Mm-hmm.
Though I can do. Hey, Droop, do you like art?
What's art?
Visual expression. Drawings, paintings.
Drip likes drawings.
Ren's gonna reach into his bag, pull out the painter supplies, and be like, this might help you adjust to not stressed out life.
He kind of anxiously takes the palette of paint supplies. Drip is grateful.
Just make some cool stuff.
Drip does not know how to use these.
I'm sure the kids would.
Drip will ask.
My only request is that if we come back at some point, you show me what you've came up with.
We're gonna come back to some grotesque paintings, just to let you know. Because
Or-
poor little guy has only known horror.
Either that or it's come back to like Da Vinci tier stuff because the kid inspired him. We'll be like, huh? Who knew?
He's gonna like paint the fucking Sistine Chapel.
Or, a Picasso.
Yeah.
We'll come back. We'll just be like, huh? He can pay for his life now.
Alright. I'd say probably around this time, because it didn't take too long for you to talk to the innkeepers. Anodyne, you are making your way back to the Dendrar homestead. And after you arrive back, about 5 minutes later, Talos and Tahirih and Roberto rejoin you guys after burying Thel's body.
It is done. The Raven Queen has confirmed she will watch over him. I have placed my Gladius as a headstone for them to know where he is buried.
Off the table, did you cast ceremony?
He would have actually done a proper ceremony, yes.
So you cast a spell ceremony?
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure you mark that in your character sheet that you cast ceremony for the day.
I don't have to do it because that's what I was gonna do.
Yes, I did the ceremony.
Actually, if I remember, ceremony can be done as a ritual, but it takes like an hour to 10 minutes to an hour.
I think it's an hour plus the 10 minutes to cast as a ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Talos would not, unless he wants to expend a spell slot, he would not have been able to do it as a ritual.
I'll spend a spell slot. It's fine.
Okay.
Express ceremony.
Express ceremony.
They have the 5-minute delivery thing through Prime.
Hello, Raven Queen? Yes, I need a ceremony, please. Thank you.
They have a Prime membership.
Keep this motherfucker dead, please.
Raven,
This bitch dead. Yeet!
Evidence.
Alright.
Ren's gonna look at the two returns. So, do you want to tell them, or then I want to do the informing to the late widow?
is Droop still in the doorway, or is the door shut
Yeah,
again?
he's still in the doorway, awkwardly holding the set of painter supplies that Ren bought for the day.
Oh, those look nice, Droop.
Drew doesn't know how to use these.
Yet.
Oh, that's one of every hobby is getting to know how to do stuff.
Sorry, Mitch just popped in the chat. I'm scolding him for being awake.
How dare you, Mitch?
Go to
Okay.
bed.
How dare you?
Out of bed.
Yeah, Mitch, unfortunately, we're going to be going offline in 4 minutes because we are close to our 3-hour mark.
Also, hi, buddy.
Hi, but also
Hello, but you should be.
No, but also goodbye.
I was. Go back to sleep.
go the fuck to sleep.
No
Don't
jumping on Call of Duty.
Don't make us get the Samuel L. Jackson audiobook.
Don't have to make me
Really?
get the mallet.
Or that.
Again, it's like, what fucking time is it for you?
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Do you have shit?
I mean, if he was planning to wake up early, it's reasonable. But
Yeah.
and I'm believing you that you said that you slept
Roll for
for
insight.
now. For insight. All right. We do have 3 minutes left if we want to just expedite this real quick.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
guys.
Yeah.
All right. So I would say, who would like to inform Myrna that her husband has been buried?
I'll do it.
All right, Talos will. Okay. So you inform her where she is buried, along the wood line of the forest in their backyard, and you let her know that you had done the ceremony. She thanks you gratefully for doing so, and just returns back inside her home. Droop follows in after, and he will make a mental note to check in at a later date at the elderly farms to see if they want any help there. But as of that, you have gotten your first task of the day done, and when we come back for this next Sunday, y'all can decide what you want to do next. There is trying to seek out Gundren, who's still imprisoned at Cragmaw Castle. You do have to find your way there, and Droop gave you an idea of how to find the hideout. There's also the orc raids that have been happening along the Tribor Trail that Harbor Bitchface Wester once dealt with. Also, you guys haven't interrogated Yarno since you've imprisoned him. If you ever want to talk to him, he is at the jail.
Yeah, I got a list here.
Alright.
Burial, which is done. Yarno, orcs, mansion.
Tahirih, we can go into interrogation mode again.
Great. And there's also that one little. There's still the 2 quests that would lead you to Thunder Tree. Retrieving Myrna's heirloom as your payment for saving her and her family, as well as seeking out the druid Radoth, who may know the location of Cragmaw Castle or even the way back of Cave. Alright, with that is where we end tonight's session. We will reconvene next Sunday at the same time. Just a quick thank you to everyone who watched us tonight. If you're just joining now, I'm so sorry, but we are getting ready to log off for the night. I will have the VOD posted on YouTube later this week, or you can rewatch it here on Twitch for like the next couple of months, because they're doing that on Twitch now. The VOD's up for a couple months.
Yes.
But this is where we say goodnight. We want to thank you all for joining us. Tomorrow night will be Secrets of Pandor. Chapter 5 or 6, I think we're on. One of them.
Might be 6.
I think it's 6. And that is the D&D campaign that Hannah hosts, and I will be streaming it off of my channel, so we will be live tomorrow. Make sure you also tune in Wednesday for Outerrun Misfits, that is hosted by Kitsune, as well as myself on my Twitch channel, and then Friday, as always, is Gym Kingdom Chronicles. But we hope to see you again next Sunday. You all have a great rest of your evening, and we will catch you on a later stream. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye.